Hello, guys. Welcome back to SVD. And yeah, I want to talk about my plan going forward with this channel. Um, Ever since my pet passed away, I gained a new perspective, and I've been working with my social media manager. Originally last year, toward the end of last year, we thought things were going to turn around, but it seems like there's a lot of algorithm related situation with YouTube. So a lot of the shorts are getting a lot of views, but I think most of that is bot related. So that is actually not going to be very helpful for my channel. And also, a lot of people are still doing, the whole eBay Macari situation. So that makes it very difficult to compete. I think even now, there are more and more people going into the online retail business. So a lot of people selling on Shopify, a lot of people selling on eBay and Macari. Uh, I remember a couple of years ago, it wasn't actually that hard, to promote something like this. But now with everybody and the mom doing it, literally, I feel like it's like 7 out of 10 people are just selling stuff online. You need to have an edge. Basically, you need to have something that really stands out. Just kind of like YouTube. Everybody's doing YouTube as well, social media. So, like, if you don't have a channel that really stands out, or you don't have a business that really stand out, like, your chance of success is not going to be very good. And I do see it this way. And my social media manager agrees with it. I actually never paid him any money. This guy is helping me out for free. So, I have a lot of criticism for this guy, but I feel like it's extremely unfair for me to say all these things about him when he's genuinely just helping me, spending his time looking through the information and giving me an honest opinion. So yeah, I do really appreciate that. He also told me, I need to change my narrative a little bit because a lot of my contents are very personal. It's like basically just me communicating with people I know. It seems like I'm just creating content for like 50 people. Basically people from my local hobby shop and local gunpla community. But I know there are other YouTubers, other viewers that watch my content, So, anyway, I want to make my content a little bit less personal. Some people say it's like oversharing and stuff like that. Yeah, I kind of agree with it. So I'm gonna change things up a little bit in terms of narrative because half of the people, random people on the internet, they're not gonna know what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about, oh, this guy giving me this, like, who is this guy, right? Yeah. So anyway, so the plan going forward this year is I am just really gonna just narrow my focus on things that I have interest in. Uh, the way this channel and the way my channel is trending, I don't think is going to hit my expectations this year. I don't know if things will change next year. I heard there's going to be a lot more enforcement on social media type of content, and they might get rid of a lot of people who are just doing predatory content and stuff like that. We'll see. It's kind of like the whole eBay, Macari, Shopify situation. If you have like 7 out of 10 people doing it, it's hard to compete. But when people get out of the game, once you don't have enough people, then there's a chance for people who stuck around to make some money. So I think it's gonna kind of be like that situation, maybe next year or who knows. Uh, but yeah, I'm not like completely, just giving up on YouTube and social media. I'm just gonna do these content, as a hobby. I think this is I talk about doing this many times, but I still been constantly creating a lot of content based on the data I'm getting. But yeah, honestly, now with my social media manager looking through the information, I can honestly tell you a lot of this thing, a lot of the boosts, a lot of new engagement and views on this channel is most likely generated either by bots, fake views, or bots are fake views, or like the YouTube algorithm, like just somehow randomly like funneling views to my channel, and that's not really helpful because it's not generating like ad revenue anyway, because most of these are just shorts, and sometimes it just mislead me into the situation when I think the channel is doing good and I want to create more content, when is the exact opposite. So anyway, probably what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna narrow my focus in terms of content to stuff that I actually collect. And I think for this year, I'm just gonna focus mostly on just one line. I don't have the time and money for like random stuff. So I want to save all my money for stuff that I actually want to collect, which is probably just Robodamashi. And by Robodamashi, I mean the version anime, and by version anime, I mean the 1 Year War stuff, and maybe the MSV stuff associated to the 1 Year War, the original Mobile Suit Gundam. They're still coming out tons of Zakus that obviously you guys know I'm obsessed about Zaku. Every time when I see a Zaku figure, I'm just a sucker for it. If I don't buy it, I feel like it's just calling out to me. And it's like I think it's like an obsessive compulsive mental health disorder situation. I'm not trying to give in on it because I don't actually pre-order them. I'm trying to just let the pre-order runs out, and then by the time I want it, I can't get it anymore. That's how I stop myself from obsessively compulsively buying all this nonsense. But yeah, but obviously a lot of my friends are sellers, and a lot of them have a lot of influence on me. They're like, dude, I have 10 of these. You should buy it. You should buy it. And then just like, it's at me. And then when I see it at the store, I have some extra money. Yeah, it's not a very good situation. But stuff like that do happens every once in a while. I am actually doing my best to exercise self-control, because I should not be, buying all these random stuff. As far as the Zaku stuff goes, I know for a fact that Bandai realize there are, consistently going to be people who are interested in this kind of stuff over the years. So it seems like they are actually reprinting a lot of the Zaku figures on the past. So that indicates that maybe in the future a lot of these stuff are going to be reissued. So even if I miss out on these, I'm sure within the next 5 years I can get it if they reprint it. I think that's a big possibility, especially with the version anime stuff. So I'm not going out of my way to pre-order any of these figures. I see a lot of my peers reviewing these figures, and I'm just like, damn, I wish I had that. But no, it's things are not like that anymore. The channel isn't doing it's just not doing as well as I want it to be, so I'm not going to invest too much money into it. I do want these figures, but it's not absolutely necessary for me to have it. What I really want, I already have. These are just things that interest me, and I want to get it, but I don't have to have every freaking Zaku ever exist. So, yeah. And I also have friends who are trying to get me into the Gundam Universe line. I am happy to announce that I didn't take the bait. No matter how much they try to influence me, they're giving me figures and stuff like that, trying to get me into collecting. This is how they manipulate me into collecting stuff, so they can dump stuff on me in the future. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. I know the game, I know how it's played, so maybe I should be the one who's influencing people, right? Yeah, but anyway, you guys know how that works too. So anyway, I think the plan for this year is maybe just focus on some of the Robodamashi figures, if I can afford to get some. And I'll still do some Gunpla related content here and there. The Gunpla stuff is integral part of this channel. So I should probably be doing content involving more Gunpla. So yeah, Gunpla is cheap enough, and I do have like a pipeline of people who will buy these pre-built kits from me. Whoever bought the Jagu, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy that one. If you guys are going to keep buying my pre-built gun plus, I'm just going to keep building them, I guess, and then selling them. As long as I can get 90% of the money back, I think is okay. I'm not going out of my way to panel line to paint the kits anymore. I'm just going to do the build videos, do the content, give you guys my opinion about these kits. And other than that, yeah, I think that is pretty much it. Ever since my pet passed away, I gained a new perspective in life. I feel like, I need to focus more on my career. In the past 10 years, I've been focused mainly on my own business. And I'm learning that entrepreneurship isn't really a career, because things can go bad really, really quickly, especially, with the shift in the economy and, consumer behavior. It really, really affects, this type of livelihood. And I don't think this is something that is actually sustainable within the next 5 to 10 years. So, for the first time ever, I'm putting myself back on the job market. It's funny because, I have 2 degrees. And ever since college, I have gotten a lot of jobs in the past, but in the last 10 years, I'm just not really interested in, jobs and stuff like that. I'm more focused on just, making my business successful. And now, I'm in my 40s. And I'm out there competing against people in the 20s for these, high-paying jobs, which is it's actually a challenge. People have to choose between, people who can work for at least another 20 to 30 years versus someone who has a shelf life of maybe 15 years tops. So. Yeah, it's a kind of a challenge situation, but I'm taking this on seriously. I almost have a master's degree. It's just I never finished it. I'm thinking maybe if I finish my master's degree, I would have a better chance of getting some of these, more coveted jobs. It's funny. I go to these jobs interviews and people just don't take me seriously, despite my credentials. They're just like, well, we can hire some 25-year-old guy who can do the same thing you can do, and they're probably more proficient at it because they've been in this business a little bit longer than you have. But you're basically starting over from scratch. So yeah, it's going to be a challenge. And again, I don't want to make these type of content personal. I'm sure the 50 people who are watching my videos know exactly what I'm talking about. I know some of the guys who are in this kind of same situation where they're trying to, they've been doing business for 10 years and now they're forced to do things differently. The funny thing is, all these social media fake gurus are telling you that you should quit your job and start your own business to be free. Yeah, they're literally telling everybody who's watching social media, which is millions of people. And millions of people are going to be doing this. So basically, all of you guys are having competitions on all these people. So I honestly don't think that's actually going to work. So I think having a job right now is probably more important than people trying to start their own random ass business and giving money to these gurus. That's how they make money. But again, YouTube is still running these predatory ads, and I don't think this is something that I want to help them either. When I'm doing these content, they throw those ads in there, and then those assholes, fake gurus, benefit from scamming people. So it's like a situation that just compound on itself and make people's life more miserable. Imagine you're just here looking at a Gunpla related video and you got persuaded by these fake gurus to pay like $16,000. Put $16,000 on your credit card or go into debt for these bogus programs. So yeah, it's kind of like a shitty situation. But anyway, I'm looking at this entry grade new Gundam. I think this one actually looks pretty cool. Not trying to influence anyone to buying it, but yeah, I gotta have something in the background when I do these type of content. So anyway, this is a long video. If you stuck to it to the end, I wish you guys well. I will continue to be making content, just not as much as I normally do on this channel, because I need to focus more on my career. My goal this year is to be a better husband and be a better dad. After having one of my pets pass away, I feel like I learned a very important life lesson. It's just a man's got to do what a man's got to do. So I got to, provide for my family, and, I got to do my best. I can't just rely on other people. I should be the one who is carrying like all the weight, because I guess that's just the way, that's just the way I was raised. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching.